How you going? I'm Johnny from Poor Choice Home Brewing. We've already done the cheapest home brew on the market, the Woolies Lager, but Woolies Lager ×2 with passion fruit pulp, mango, some dextrose. All this together, we have the Woolies Toucan Mango Pash. It has got a cult following, this home brew. It is very popular. There is a group on Facebook dedicated to Woolies Lager called the Woolies Lager Appreciation Community. Something along like that. Put a link in the description. You can follow it. And you'll be able to see what they make. This one here seems to have a cult following and everyone loves it. Last video, so many people told me, you've got to do it, you've got to do it. And now I am going to do it. Not following the recipe, I'm going cowboy on this one. And let's see how we go. And because there is such a high gravity, not using kit yeast, I'm using USO5. I'm going to check the gravity and I'm going to decide if I need 1 sachet or 2. And if you're wondering why I got the Fruit Loops box, it's because it's got a Toucan on it. And it amused me. I'm going to give them to my kids later and they can have a sugar rush. Catch you in a bit. And here I am a few weeks later. I've put the beer together. And here I am sanitizing everything because that's what you do with a good beer. Yep, already got the water filtered, sitting in the fridge. I think I've set it for like 15, maybe less than that, degrees. In goes the first tin. In goes the second tin. Grab some boiling water now and 2.5 kilo weights. Put in a bit of hot water, put the weight on top so the steam's got nowhere to go but to heat her up. And a little bit more hot water in there to hopefully break up all the extract. This was an interesting exercise doing it with my hurt thumb. And the dextrose, 1 kilo of it. In goes one nice clean tin now. In goes the other tin. Topping her up to 19 litres. I think I'm putting in 20. Here I am getting the gravity reading. Throwing out the first bit in case the tap water isn't good enough. Tap's not good enough. Now watch this thing go up. That's because he's had a pretty good starting gravity of 1.065. There I'm confirming it. Here I am going on the brew farther up. Work out how much yeast I needed. I thought 2 was going to do it. The recommendation was actually 4, but I wasn't putting in 4 sachets. I only put in 3, which is still more than average. And a good little mix around, which you probably don't have to do, but I did anyway. And my stopper. Off into the fermentation fridge at the recommended 20 degrees, which is right smack in the middle of the temperature range. Here I am finding my hops. End up going with a bit of Mosaic and a bit of Citra. So I was throwing the fruit in and I looked up beers on the Brew Father app that used mango and passion fruit, and the hops they recommended with it was, lo and behold, Citra and Mosaic. So I weighed it out and this is what we got. 5 grams of each. Sanitising the other one, sanitising the other bag. First thing that goes in, tins of passion fruit pulp. Put in all 4 of them, about 500 grams. Then I thought I'd better see going on here. And look at how much passion fruit juice comes out here. Smacking the frozen mango against the freezer. In she goes. New stopper. And in she goes. And here we are a few weeks later. The head retention's actually been pretty crap, but it's a good beer, so I don't care. Starting gravity was 1.065. Final gravity, 1.008, giving it an alcohol content of 7.5%. So these things I'd call lethal, and I wouldn't have too many of them if you're gonna drive somewhere. However, I added those 4 tins of passion fruit pulp and the 500 grams of frozen mango, and they contain sugars, and yeast turns sugars into alcohol. I have no idea what sort of alcohol percentage this thing's got in it. But is this one any good? Because as we know, the cheapest homebrew on the market, though it might have been a good video so far, wasn't actually a good beer. It was somehow both sweet and dry. But how's this one? That actually does smell alcoholic. If you like passion fruit or pasito, you're going to love this beer because that is exactly what this thing tastes like. Those two drinks, Passiona and beer, got together, had a baby, and this is their love child. And it is a really nice beer, actually. I know people say once you go to all grain, you never go back to extract. Well, I did, but for YouTube reasons. And the 2 extract videos I made so far, both of them have been garbage. This thing is really nice. It is so nice that I thought I'd never do it, but I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5 poor choice home brewing stickers. It's not a perfect beer, but I'm going to give it 5 because it got me by surprise. I thought it was going to be pretty average, but this thing is pretty nice. And I reckon I'm going to be drinking all of it. It does leave me with, if you've enjoyed this video, please click like. If you want to find out when more videos are up, subscribe, ring the bell. If you have a good idea for a good pour choice, write it in the comments. Until next time, I'm Johnny. And sometimes you just learn more from poor choices. Catch ya.